All right. I think we're live. System. And what this basically means is today on Riff Beards and Gear, we talk about finally correcting and getting my room to sound good using the new MA1 microphone from Neymann. What's going on, guys? I am hanging out. I thought I would show you guys, the other side of what I do, which is editing video. Probably boring for some, maybe interesting for some. I don't know. Either way, we're hanging out. Today on Riff Beards and Gear, we talk about finally correcting and getting my room to sound good using the new MA1 microphone from Neymann. So this video is about, so I just got a new sub. I bought a new sub. I bought the matching Neymann KH750 sub, which has built-in, basically has built-in Sonarworks, built-in room correction. And I did that, and it's been mind-blowing. That's funny. It's pretty good. I didn't mean to click on that comment. How was the Quad Cortex? We had to send them all back. Hey, I'm getting my first guitar for Christmas. Where should I learn to play? Skype lessons are very, very useful. My guy Greg, Axe Creation, is a great teacher. Also, Dragged Under Bassist Hans is a fantastic teacher. I highly recommend checking him out. Will you ever get a Les Paul Custom? What? I shoot at S-Log 3. I use a Sony A7S III. And I shoot in C-Log 3. Or S-Log 3. I've switched completely over to Sony everything. I'm streaming on a Sony A6400 right now. Anyway, back to editing. Sorry about that. It's probably sound good using the new MA1 microphone from Neymann. So this is basically, oh, see, like I forgot to import. I have a folder. Let's see. So I have 3 different intros. I'm gonna let you guys in on the secret. I have 3 different intros. I recorded it 3 times. Low, high, and OG tuning. Let's go low for this one. Standard outro, socials. There we go. Bring this down a tad. Now I'm going to check for balance, volume balance. Using the new MA1 microphone from Neymann. It's pretty good. I am sworn to secrecy, although there was an issue with several of them, and I had one of the unlucky serial numbers. Also, I shot an unboxing video, but I'm not allowed to show anybody. Because there's an embargo until January. Which is ridiculous. Mario, thank you so much for checking out Amped Roots. I hope it helps you out. So up until recently, I have had to run. Now, first a little back. So up until recently, I have had to run corrective. No, Bia did not have exclusive. No, so what the deal was there was Bia did something with Andertons. Andertons will be the European retailer, so they were allowed to make their content. There's maybe one day I will get into the politics of new gear demos and video content creation, but just know, you guys, there are massive amounts of politics and who gets what first and who gets to release what first. Some YouTubers barter for exclusivity for the first few days. It's absolutely ridiculous, and it makes me so mad. There's massive political partnerships going on. I am not generally in any of those cliques. I'm not that cool kid. I'm in another country, so anyway, I'll shut up. I've already said too much. I have seen the new dark glass pedal, Adam. It looks awesome. I was not aware they updated it. That's so cool. Dude, the purple sounds really, really good. All right, back to my editing. EQ. I can see your guys' comments system. And what this basically means is I am running an EQ curve to further dial in my treatment that I already have up on my walls in order to get a more accurate representation sonically of what is happening inside of whatever I am working on. I want to make sure I am accurately hearing whatever it is that I am recording, mixing, listening to, etc. This is very, very important and also has been kind of difficult, and I pinpointed it to a few different things. How stoked I am that I finally figured all of this out. Super chat. Caden, thank you so much. Have you ever heard of Dub 7 Records? I think they're in Seattle. I have not. What kind of label are they? Are they rock? I'll check them out. Thank you so much for your super chat. I'm using a Magic Mouse because I can have the most amount of gestures on it. I have not messed with the Hungry Robot Borderlands. I don't even know what that is. Isn't editing video fun, guys? Love this out. Now, first a little background story. I have been using these Neymann. This also means no one's gonna watch this video once it's already out, huh? 310s.
I saw it.
Behind me for the last few years, ever since I moved in to my house and built this current home studio. And they sound great, but I think the problem with my...
Does it look all choppy for you guys? Yeah, I think it does. Oh, well.
Just the placement matters more so than the size of the subwoofer or its crossover point, etc., etc. And I was very wrong.
That's okay. It's choppy because I edit and I shoot in 4K. And I can only broadcast, you know, like Facebook will only accept 720, so generally speaking, I'll just stream in 720. I think there's a lot of... Okay, if the audio's good, then I'm good.
I was very wrong. So fast forward to last week, and I got the Neymann. It has DSP processing.
Oh, what DSP, Flav?
So fast forward to last week, and I got the Neymann.
So now I need to include my cut shot.
So fast forward.
Haha. See, I screw up.
The Neymann. So fast forward to. And I was very wrong. So fast forward to last week, and I was finally able to purchase a Neymann KH750 DSP.
That's not like
subwoofer.
I need to go to this guy.
Last week, and I was finally able to purchase a Neymann KH750 DSP subwoofer. This is Neumann's newest, most.
Yes, that is a mic. It's a reference mic. So if you guys have ever used SonarWorks, Neymann now has basically their own version of SonarWorks built in, or a piece of software built into the DSP versions of their hardware. So like their sub and their KH80s are DSP enabled. So you can basically shoot your room, correct it, tweak it, and then store that EQ profile in the hardware. Because previous, I was running corrective EQ instances in my Universal Audio console software, which is a giant pain in the ass. Why not Premiere? Because I like efficiency, and Premiere kind of shits the bed when it comes to 4K real high bitrate footage from my camera. It's real choppy. And I know it's not my computer because I have a brand new $16,000 Mac Pro. Premiere also doesn't utilize the GPU for processing. Resolve does. So, and I have a hell of a GPU. Nope, still not the Jubilee. Let's see. All right, got questions. I love this microphone. It sounds great. This is DaVinci Resolve 17 Beta 6. Still love the Jubilee. It's right here.
Compact subwoofer. It's also the matching subwoofer for my KH310s. They all work together in a unit, but the cool thing that interested me about this.
Hi, Marcus Peters from Australia.
This particular sub is it has DSP processing.
Well, what is that, Fluff? Tell me.
Now, a few months ago, Neymann came out with the MA1.
Look at that focus. Sony's the shit, dude.
Out with the MA1 reference microphone. Now,
it's the shit.
MA1 reference microphone. Now, this is to take advantage of the DSP-enabled hardware that they currently offer, which at the time of this filming is only the KH80 monitors and the 750 DSP subwoofer. However, from what I understand, they will be putting more DSP into the other stuff in the future.
In the future. Hell yeah, 5-watt world. I was gonna ask Keith to do an interview with me, like a beer chat, but I chickened out. Am I ready for Christmas? Yes, sir, I am.
Other stuff in the future. So what does this all mean? Well, what this means is
So we're gonna do a J cut. You guys ready for J cut? In the future. So what does this all mean? Well, it's when the audio starts before the video in the future. So what does this all mean? Well, what this means is I can. So good. No, J is a J cut for. So this like kind of loosely resembles a J, and then going the other way is an L cut, where the video shows up before the audio. Stuff in the future. So what does this all mean? Well, what's a stylistic thing? Typically for the talking head stuff, I want a J cut in the future. So what does this all mean? Well, what this thoughts on the lag vibe acoustic. I did not know Ola had an acoustic guitar. Is Ola aware of what an acoustic guitar is? I don't think he is. I'm just kidding, of course. And have that corrective curve be inside the hardware. I don't have to run an EQ curve on my Mac. Trying so hard to explain, like it's in the sub. Master bus inside Logic or inside of my Jack. Hello from Louisiana. Be safe. Console software in the Apollo, because that always is a problem when I am trying to hear things accurately, but I am running, for instance, screen cap software so you guys can hear what I'm doing. If I ran the EQ, also why this is good for you guys is I no longer like, so when I'm doing like a tutorial or screen cap stuff or even a live stream, I used to have to run an EQ curve, but I used to have to turn it off when I was doing stuff like this. So I was never hearing anything accurately, but you were, because of my room. That makes sense. Ola is not a guitarist, is he? I thought he was a professional Swede. $2,000 budget, recommended camera lighting, digital storage, and software setup. I mean, I don't need a 6400, which is what I'm streaming on. Couple of lights, $100 solid state hard drive, you'd be off to the races. Lights are a couple $100. Curve, it would sound horrible anywhere else, but inside this, I have to not run. It's very confusing, and it sucks. But I have fixed the problem. Yeah, Bruce is kind of right. That's not enough money. Oh, if you're on Windows. Ola is half man, half hair. If I considered an Aeros boost video, I have not. I have the prototype. Mr. Doug Doppler, what's going on, dude? But I fixed the problem. So of course, I have a treated room. I recently built. I did move on to Sony. I'm all Sony. I got rid of all the Canon stuff. Canon stuff failed me too many times. Well, failed me where it counted too many times. It only failed me a couple times. The LSR was awesome, but I switched to an all 4K format. So, have you tried editing anything in DaVinci Resolve? I am literally in DaVinci Resolve editing. I am literally doing that right now. And every video you guys have seen on my channel for the last 2 months has been with Resolve. This is DaVinci Resolve. Okay, Justin.
I fixed the problem.
Oh, should we do another J-cut? I love J-cuts, bro. Let's do J-cut. J-cut crew! Check this out. It's
But
gonna be
I
epic.
fixed the problem. So of course, I have a treated room. I recently built some amp shelves.
Well, Bruce, I live for specificity. I have. It was very, very neck heavy, but it was sick. I switched to DaVinci Resolve because Adobe was having a really hard time handling the high bitrate 4K footage because I've switched to all 4K, a 4K workflow. Got a 4K monitor, 4K cameras. And I have a $16,000 Mac Pro now, and it's a shame that Adobe does not allow the use. It doesn't use the graphics card to help itself. It's not hardware accelerated, and it really shit the bed when it came to 4K high bitrate S-Log stuff like I'm editing now, and it's unreliable, and it's generally kind of a shit software. And I've been on it for many, many, many years. Before that, I was on Final Cut Pro. DaVinci Resolve is like the baby of Premiere and Final Cut. This is a great question, Doug, because I need a flippy screen. I'm a one-man show. I have to have a flippy screen. I don't want any extra monitors. I have an Atomos Ninja. I don't want to get that out. Less cables. I want to be as bare bones as possible. And with the Sonys, I can do 10-bit S-Log 3 with a flippy screen, which is ridiculous. I have a hookup at Blackmagic. I could get a bunch of pocket 6K cameras. I wouldn't be able to set up my shot. As sad as that is. Also, I like battery life. The Blackmagic stuff, the battery life is like 5 minutes. I'm being sarcastic, but it's very, very short.
That have gone actually a long way in reflection, dispersion, and my room actually sounds very, very flat. Also, getting the new 750 DSP sub has actually fixed a lot of the problems I was having in my lower mids and my low end being kind of all over the place.
Yeah, check this out. So this was my room. So I had basically my JBL sub that I've had forever was too big and it was improperly placed. This is my room frequency with my old sub. This is how my room was up until last week. That was the EQ curve or that's how my room sounded. Now, with just replacing the subwoofer, that's my room. I mean, and that's before I've even corrected anything, but that's getting the actual matching sub that is made to work with my monitors, properly placed. That's what it did. Also, the amp shelf, I think, is doing a lot too. There is a free version of DaVinci Resolve. Yes. What speakers am I using? These are the Neymann KH310s. So that notch is what the problem is. I'm above a garage, and for some reason, 90 or 85 to 100 is totally dead in this room, which is why I need a sub, which is how I am using it. The low end basically shoots straight down into the garage. There's nothing I can do about that. Plus the Neymann shill now. I have been a Neymann shill, Bruce. Okay? Get your facts straight. Not really. Honestly. 16 to 35 G Master, the expensive shit. Have a great day, Square Wave Symphonies. Yep, it is the garage doing that. I had the room analyzed by Acoustic, who made the treatment and all that stuff, and there's just nothing I can do about it. If I filled the floor, the space between, you know, all the rafters and shit, if I filled it with stuff, that would probably change. I had way too big a sub for my vision, and my room actually sounds very, very flat. Also, getting the new 750 DSP sub has actually fixed a lot of the problem. All right, so now I'm gonna show beep. And after. Hmm. And we'll do some titles, some text. Actually, I should probably just move these up for later. Before. A mixing stream. Yeah, I can do that. Typically, it's not that hard if you have a bunch of cameras. I don't. I use one camera now. I've used as many as 3 at a time. Like back in the day, I had like 3 T7 eyes or T5 eyes, and I use those into the ground. Filming things simultaneously is cool, but I found that each angle suffered because now you're worried about the other camera and being in the shot and all that stuff. I just prefer to do it a million times and do several different angles moving one camera. Just how it gotta be. Problems I was having in my lower mids and my low end being kind of all over the place. I had way too big a sub for my room is really the bottom line. All subs are not created equal, and getting the Neymann sub has just been a revelation. However, fine-tuning it has been possible with the MA1 from Neymann. This video is boring. I'm using DaVinci Resolve. Here's the other thing too. This microphone can only be used with Neymann shit. So I'm like, no one's gonna watch this. But whatever. I'm stoked on it. From Neymann. Now I want to reiterate before I go any further, this is only applicable to Neymann hardware. So if you have anything other than Neymann DSP enabled hardware, you cannot use this microphone or the Neymann correction software for your setup. This is only for you Neymann owners. Woo, Neymann Club. Oh yeah, I gotta dub that in. Neymann Club. Here's what we'll do. go over to the, let's see. Select input 1. Why don't I see? Why don't I see any of my inputs, man? Check. Oh, man. Let's see. I don't know how to see this. I'm so new at... I'm running the loopback software as well. How did I learn video editing? I actually started editing porn in 2005 in Los Angeles. I'm not kidding. That's kind of where I learned how to edit video. And then years and years and years and years later, when I started a YouTube channel, I used those skills acquired to edit video. If you guys have never listened to a podcast I've done, you probably had no idea I ever edited porn, but I did. How do I even, how would I even record in this thing? I don't know. Check. Input, let's see. Insert, I don't know if you can, oh, wait. Check. Check. Oh, see, we're figuring this out together. That's what we're doing. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, okay. I should resize my window a little bit. So does this mean I can... I guess not. I wish I could record. That sucks that I can't.
Woo, Neymann Club.
Check. Yeah, I was just recording myself. Oh well. I can't do that.
This is only applicable to Neymann hardware.
Let's see.
When I'm doing mix tutorials,
there is a little bit of background hum. That's my Topo Chico refrigerator, just to my left. However, this is why I don't clean it up. Generally speaking, if I do want to clean it up, I'll use Gullfoss, which I've done a video on. However, this is actually the reason why I have my background music. Because with my background music, you can't hear it. So I'll drop this on, bring this down to like minus 20.
I don't have to run an EQ.
Can't hear the noise, can you, Doug?
EQ curve on my master bus inside Logic or inside of my console software.
It's still a little loud. I like it really low.
In the Apollo, because that always is a problem when I...
Yep. Elevator music.
I'm trying to hear things accurately, but I'm running, for instance, screen cap software.
That's what I'll do. I want you to feel like you're in an episode of Mad Men, apparently, right?
For your setup. This is only for you Neymann owners.
So right now I'm just doing the very basic editing stuff.
Woo, Neymann Club.
I can't figure out. I'm so new to DaVinci. I don't know how to record or why it's not seeing my mic input. That's so weird. Uh-huh. So my output, audio outputs. Mm-hmm. So my track would be that? Is that?
So back to the room dialing in and back to fine tuning my.
Yeah, I don't know. The video is not choppy for me. You guys see it choppy because I'm capturing in 720. I'm streaming in 720. I edit in 4K, and there's a mismatch. It is smooth as butter for me. Blue Cat audio plugins are decent. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I need to dub in the right. I don't think you don't think I can do a voiceover on DaVinci Resolve, which is essentially what I'm trying to do. There's a record button. There's several record buttons. Whatever. I'm going to go to changed row. There we go. Still with me? Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna share a screen. There we go. So I need to dub in that. See, this is what I do for my videos. This is ridiculous, right? Way too hot coming in. Good enough. Way too hot coming in. Okay, so we're gonna export this. Do clap. There we go. We're gonna get out of there. Don't save. Back to sharing the screen for DaVinci. You guys are probably killing yourselves, and the viewership has plummeted. Yeah, I have the paid version. So I'm pretty sure there's a way. I'll look it up after we're done. Might be. I think it's because I have loopback going and I'm doing this live stream. Okay, so now there we go.
So back to the room. Ooh, Neymann Club.
Right there. So I'm going to drag in.
Neymann Club. So back to the room. Neymann Club. So back,
just like that. Timing's off a little bit.
So back to the room.
I'm just gonna leave it like that. This is DaVinci Resolve. Hello, Princess Boom. Priceless Boom, excuse me. Hello from Germany. Hello from Tacoma, Washington. Any chance for a Dragged Under Tabs book? Possibly. It is a lot of work.
Neymann Club. So back to the room. So back to the room dialing in and fine. So back to fine tuning my.
Oh, I screwed up.
So back to fine tuning my room, I was able to run the monitor alignment software with the microphone. You enter in the serial number if you're familiar with something.
See, then I did a screen cap. I think. Didn't I? Oh yeah, there it is.
Where with the microphone, you enter in the serial number if you're familiar with something like SonarWorks. This is pretty much the.
I have not tried Stevie T's Amp Sim yet. Favorite tuning besides drop E? Drop C, bro.
Woo, Neymann Club. So back to fine tuning my room, I was able to run the monitor alignment in the serial number if you're familiar with something like SonarWorks. This is pretty much the same process. You put it on a mic stand, except you point this microphone straight up per the instructions, and you run a bunch of UFO sounding sounds in your room, and then it gives you a profile.
Oh, you know what I should do?
In your room, and then
I took a bunch of footage of me shooting my room. That's the wrong footage. Dumbass. I don't know why I'm putting my arms behind me. That's so stupid. Like, that'll help. Like, it'll be like, oh, I wasn't able to calibrate. You didn't have your arms behind your back. I'm gonna chop that. That's all I needed. Is there anyone even left watching this? Oh, yeah, there is. Okay. Yes, I know that, Joseph. I know that now.
And then it gives you a profile of what your room sounds like.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. I already have her out here.
And mine actually sounds pretty good and pretty flat now that I have the correct subwoofer to go along with my monitors. Go figure.
Go figure. Oh, we got a super chat, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for hanging out, James Blast Productions. Thank you so much for the super chat. I heart you. My computer is not laggy. It's laggy for you guys, the screen cap, because I am editing in 4K, but I'm streaming in 720, and that's causing some issues. The frame rates and all that stuff, that's why. I have a brand new $16,000 Mac Pro. That is basically has 192 gigs of RAM. And a really, really bitchin' Vega 2 graphics card. And it is very, very nice. I hate you, Tony. Tony just got a Sony FS5, which is a legit actual movie camera. You know what? I read that in your voice, Doug. Only 192 gigs? Isn't editing fun, guys? This is what I do. Make another video real quick. Yeah, real quick. Go figure. Now, if you do own Neymann DSP enabled hardware, you can get the MA1 for about $250. Yeah, so that's a funny story. I sold my Mac Pro back to, my trash can Mac Pro back to Apple. It was an 8-core trash can. It was fully maxed out. However, when you run the serial number, I don't know how or why this is even possible, Apple insisted it was a 12-core, and they gave me like $1,300 for it. I was like, okay. I sent it in expecting them to be like, oh, it's just an 8-core. Here's $800 or whatever. Nope. Nope, they still thought it was a 12-core, and they gave me $1,300 for an 8-core machine. Tony's so funny, guys. Literally the funniest. Being in a band with him is literally painful. Anyway. You should look into proxies, Mr. Chris. You know what? Nicholas knows what time it is. This is almost done. I gotta add some cut shots and stuff like that to it. And it's serialized, and you just enter that info in. I'm gonna take out a lot of this stuff though. Go figure. Now, if you do own Neymann DSP enabled hardware, you can get. Now, as far as the accuracy, I would say, and this sounds more accurate to my ear than previous correction software that I have used. Oh, throwing shade. I'm not throwing shade. Now, as far as the accuracy, I would say, and this sounds more accurate to my ear. Got a super chat. Hang on. Cameron, thank you so much for the super chat. Could you recommend the Podgo as a cheaper alternative to the Helix? Yeah. Podgo is sick. No two ways about it. I cannot share that story on this channel. I'm sorry. Not for children's ears. HX Stomp is sick, but, you know, expression pedal and all that shit. But yeah, HX Stomp is great too. I don't smoke weed.
My ear than previous correction software that I have used, because it stands to reason that Neymann would know how their own hardware sounds. So it's simply more efficient in measuring and knowing exactly what's coming out of the monitors. So everything works as a system, and it works to make your room sound as good as possible. Pretty cool.
Like, I don't know what to say.
Possible.
It's pretty cool.
Anything in my room now, pretty cool.
Why do I keep saying that?
All the links down below in the
Hate me. These are all the things I do normally, like when you guys aren't watching. I'm just like, oh my god, you're so stupid.
as possible. All the links down below in the description. You've been wonderful.
Just end
I've been
it.
Fluff. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Next time.
Okay, now we got to. So it's funny. All of this is just a setup for all of this. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just start hacking away.
Now, first, a little background story. I have been using.
We don't need the background story.
So fast forward to last week, and I was finally able to purchase. To tell you how stoked I am that I finally figured all of this out.
So does that make sense with?
So fast forward to last week, and I was thinking that sub's a sub, and that I finally figured all of this out. Now, first, a little background story.
Sometimes, yeah, depending. Just depends. You can hit me up on the website. I only get the fan noise with the refrigerator. I actually have a switch on the refrigerator that I do normally turn off. So it is dead silent in here, but I just forgot. The new Mac is completely silent. It is 100% silent. They actually have 3 fans that oscillate at different frequencies, so they cancel their own noise out against each other. How cool is that? Doug, get a Mac Pro. Do it, you won't. You're probably a Windows guy, aren't you? You're definitely a Windows guy. What am I even saying?
It's crossover point, etc., etc. And I was very wrong. So fast forward to last week, and I was finally able to purchase a Neymann KH750 DSP, and I was finally.
So can I cut this?
I was finally.
Ooh, maybe I can. Right there. So we're gonna go. That's not what I wanted to do.
You how stoked I am that I finally figured all of this out. I was finally able to purchase a Neymann KH750 DSP.
Ooh, see? This cut, that's a little weird. J-Cut. J-Cut crew.
This out. I was finally able to purchase.
Although you guys probably can't see that because it's so choppy. Dude, the Power Mac G5 is what I edited porn on. Those were beasts. The G5 was so good.
This out. I was finally able to purchase a Neymann KH750 DSP subwoofer. This is Neumann's newest, most compact subwoofer. It's also the matching subwoofer for my KH310s. They all work together in a unit, but the cool thing that interested me about this particular sub is it has DSP processing. What does this all mean? Well, what this means is I can now run room correction and have that corrective curve be inside the hardware. I don't have to run an EQ curve on my master bus inside Logic or inside of my console software in the Apollo, because that always is a problem when I am trying to hear things accurately, but I am running, for instance, screen cap software so you guys can hear what I'm doing. If I ran the EQ curve, it would sound horrible anywhere else but inside this room. So when I'm doing mixed, so of course I have a treated room. Horrible. If I ran the EQ curve, it would sound horrible.
Having William Shatner timing is a real pain in the ass when editing video, just so you guys know.
EQ curve, it would sound. So of course I have a treated room.
So now we're gonna do an L cut.
Sound. So of course I have a.
Oh right, yeah. I should probably let's see. First do that, then we'll go like that.
EQ curve, it would sound. So of course I have a treated room. If I ran the EQ.
Oh, I see my problem. Herp-a-derp.
So of course I have a. It would sound horrible. So of course I have.
Almost there.
Horrible. So of course I have a.
Yeah, I can't really do that cut there.
Horrible. So of course I have a treated room. I recently built some amp shelves that have gone actually a long way.
You don't edit Christopher Walken. But damn, some great slow sounds to watch. Your sound is maniacal. Joey, have you edited Christopher Walken? Be damned. Talking to me all wrong.
In reflection, dispersion, and my room actually sounds very, very flat. Also, getting the news
that fridge
750 DSP sub has actually fixed a lot of the problems I was having in my lower mids and my low end being kind of all over the place. I had way too big a sub for my room is really the bottom line.
Dude, is anyone still watching? Oh, 60 people are watching. Wow. Y'all are my ride or dies. That's all I'm saying. There we go.
Before I go any further, this is only applicable to Neymann hardware. So if you have anything other than
Wait a second.
anything other than Neymann DSP enabled hardware, you cannot use this microphone or the Neymann correction software for your setup. This is only for you Neymann owners. Woo, Neymann Club. So back to fine tuning my room, I was able to run the monitor unlike.
Damn, Christopher's been here since the Grail Tone days. Dude, those were the old days, bro. I wouldn't know how to do these. How do you do fluff emotes? Emotes. I need help with Twitch. Did I just erase? Oh, shit. For my room is really the bottom line. Now, I want to reiterate before I go any further. Wait, what did I wipe? Oh. Has just been a revelation. However, fine-tuning it has been possible with the MA1 from Neymann. That's what I was missing. Has a sub for my room is really the bottom line. It has just been a revelation. However, fine-tuning it has all subs are not created equal, and getting the Neymann sub has just been a revelation. However, fine-tuning it has been I had way too big a sub for my room is really the bottom line. Has been possible with the MA1 from Neymann. Has just been a revelation. Damn it. All subs are not created equal, and getting the Neymann sub all subs are not created equal, and getting the Neymann sub has just been a revelation. However, fine-tuning it has been possible with the let's see. MA1 from Neymann. Pretty shot. Has been possible with the MA1 from Neymann. Now, I want to reiterate before setup. This is only for you Neymann owners. Woo, Neymann Club. So back to fine-tuning my room, I was able to run the monitor. Me too, man. Me too. You guys are funny. You know what I should do is add some music. This is pretty much the same process. You put it on a mic stand, except you point this microphone straight up per the instructions, and you run a bunch of UFO sounding sounds in your room. You know what? While you guys are here, we should just get to color grading. That's the fun part anyway, right? Let's see, outro. If you enjoyed the video that you just watched, please consider all applicable links down below in the description. Okay, so kids, let's talk about color grading. Find a hero shot. I'm just gonna point at you guys. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't know what the moobs filter is. I don't know what that is. Oh, the man boobs filter. I don't have man boobs, just a shirt. Also, I have a light pointed up at me. So I have these, at least that's what I tell myself. Okay, let's color grade. I'll go 1, 2, C, command, L. No, shit. What I'm doing, if I run the E key. No. Yep. So first we'll go the LUT. We'll do that. Do that. Oh, I should have done. Yeah, that's what I should do. No, that guy. There we go. All right, so. Nightmare fuel. Yeah, it's okay. No, it's not. There. Pretty close on the skin tones. We'll do some lift. Like that. I do not. I need the practice currently, so I just do it every time. Daniel, what's going on, dude? Everybody, my cousin's here. I hope you're well, my man. Yeah. That's better. See, without, with. That is much, much better. So now we can come in and we can do things like lift midtones a little bit. This is definitely a family-friendly stream. We were not talking about porn earlier. Yeah, that's good. And then I'm going to come in. Sharpen it just a little bit. Before, after. That looks fucking weird. That looks better. Color balance was way off. That's off as shit too. Minus 300. There. Simon, thank you so much for hanging out. We're almost done anyway. We're wrapping it up. We're wrapping it up. Yeah, let's go back to... Mm-hmm. I think it's... It's tough with the light in my eye. I'm looking at the walls. Try to match them. There. That's better. Seppi FPS, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, this room is fairly small. It's not as small as it looks on the crop sensor. I don't know, maybe it is. I don't even know anymore. Anyways, that is basically how you make one of my videos. This was a boring video to edit. There wasn't a lot of chop and like, or whatever. It was a talking head video, but just an experiment. If you guys like that, maybe I'll do another one with the full tilt video demo. Yeah. This is what I do. Anyway, I think I'm going to get out of here. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Yeah, see, there's always someone that's late. Sergio, man, where were you? We've been hanging out for over an hour. I'm just kidding. It's just a good hang. I appreciate you all. I'll do this again very soon. I'm going to try to stream more and do this kind of stuff, behind the scenes stuff. I don't know. Maybe we'll, I'm thinking about doing stuff like, okay, first of all, Sergio, thank you so much for your super chat. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for your kind words. My guitar skills are very easy to teach. You basically just be lazy. No, don't do that. Learn from an actual guitarist. I am not that great of a guitarist. But thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you, Sergio. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we should do. I thought about doing something like, do live stream on Sweetwater, and maybe I go shopping for some stuff to give away, or something. Christmas stuff. I don't know. Yeah, man. You see, you got it. Sergio's got it. Shit. Yeah, or I could game, which I need to do more of. Gaming is always the thing I force myself to do when I need to take a break from this stuff. But yeah, do more of that. I'm going to live stream more in general. Anyway, and Daniel farted, so now it's really time to go. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for hanging out. Fluff out.